We're back with the MX Geek Show, and we're doing the recap of the first round of the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Championship at Loretta Lynn's in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. And I got Renee again, so we can do the recap. Let's talk about the track. What did you think? And then we're gonna get into the breaking news. We're gonna talk about the races from 250 class and the 450 class. First is the track. What did you think?
I liked it. I think it was very challenging. All those comments that you heard before the race that it was too small or it was too narrow or it was not long enough and that kind of stuff. I think I couldn't tell, off the TV, I couldn't tell. So I liked it. I liked it a lot. The ruts they were huge in some points. Ruts were like I would see guys, that would try to have a line, but they really couldn't hold on to it. So it was just either you go out or in.
Yeah.
Honestly, not a line, but you would only choose, am I going out or am I going in? And that was pretty much all you had to do. And I liked it a lot. I don't know what you think, but I liked it.
I agree. Obviously they were gonna do the practice on Friday, but it rained.
It rained horrible.
On Saturday, it was challenging for a lot of the 250 and 450 riders. I mean, we saw Adam Sancerulo crash pretty big. I saw it on Instagram later how he crashed, but the track itself, it was super deep on the corners, like with the ruts, it was very deep, but it was raceable, like you said. I mean, I like how it turned out, and probably next weekend or this weekend coming up is going to be better if it doesn't rain. Now going to the breaking news, we just heard a couple of riders that are out from the 250 and the 450. Well, first, the big name, Cooper Webb, he's going to miss the entire remains of the season with re-injuring, I guess, his back when he fell in Dallas. And then I think he had a practice crash. He mentioned on Instagram.
Late.
Yeah. And now for the 250, there was Darian Sinai, which he's out for this weekend. And also Jalik Swoll, I saw that he's out as well for this weekend. So, I mean, only those two riders are going to be out for this weekend. But the big one is obviously Cooper Webb. And let's talk about that one.
Well, I was bummed about losing Roczen. My 1-2 guys are Roczen and Cooper Webb, and I lost them both. So all I'm cheering for is whoever wants to beat Tomac is my guy now. So,
but wait. I told you something. Remember, we mentioned about the top three guys. Well, I said Osborne, Webb, and Tomac. You said Jason Anderson, Webb, and Tomac. But I told you that I didn't think Webb was going to be the only one challenging for podiums. I mean, we saw, if we're honest, we saw in Moto 1, if Chase Sexton didn't fall, he was really good. In Moto 2, he did really good again. He went backwards, and then he passed Marvin Musquin at some point, and he was going fast after Jason Anderson. And Osborne looked good. AC got the whole shot in the second moto. If he didn't,
if he would not fall, he were to win, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, and not only that, what about in the first moto, Justin Barcia?
Oh yeah, he was rocking. No, yeah. Well, kind of to wrap up the Cooper Webb point. Big bum. I really like how he rides, and I think that we're gonna lose. This is obviously my opinion. We're gonna lose one of the only two serious contenders that the title, the Eli Tomac's title has. Somebody has to step up. I hope this confident boost that this past weekend gave has boosted the confidence of Zach Osborne, and I hope to see him up top constantly now. And about what you said later, I think that Adam Cianciarulo had it done. I know it was early in the moto. There was still more than half of the time left. But honestly, is one of the fastest guys. He's hard to catch too. Normally, it's not easy to pass AC.
So,
because he's tough. He knows how to defend his lines very good. And on top of that, he's fast. So you ask me, he would have won about Sexton. I don't even know what to say. Like, wow is the only thing I can think of is wow. I told you on our last show, I said, I don't think Sexton is going to do it. And geez, if aside from Osborne winning, aside from Eli Tomac having that one mistake, let's just call that first moto a mistake. Other than that, than those two, the only one that actually gave me some good impression is Chase Sexton. So props to him. He was fast. He was really good. I think yeah, not for the crash. He, I would say top three is what I would think for Jay Sexton. Hopefully, the nerves, that second thought, second guess that you always have when it's your first time around is away now. He has proven us that he can ride a 450 regardless of what position he ended. So I think we're going to see some different Chase Sexton this next weekend.
good point. And actually, I wanted to give my opinion also on Cooper Webb. Obviously, it's a bummer, but if if I could be honest, I mean, from the first moto and the second moto, I could tell he wasn't right. Like he wasn't riding to his potential. Like something was going on, and it made sense after what he posted on Instagram. Then that he had
Yeah,
a practice crash prior to the race. So, um, I mean, it sucks, but I think he has to now focus on getting better and getting ready for the next season. For Supercross.
yeah,
And I going now that we jumped into the 450, and let's talk about it right now, and then we transition to the 250. But
sure.
I mentioned in the preview to the first round that I liked the two guys that I thought that could surprise us would be the two rookies, AC and
Yeah.
Sexton. And if we have to be honest, that same Saturday, the person who had the fastest lap in qualifying was Chase Sexton in the 450. So, and we talked about this too. His style in the 450, might suit him better.
Yep.
And I think that as we go, progressing into the season, I see him, being up there. I don't think
Yeah.
he's a challenge for the championship, but he's going to be there, top five, or he's going to be challenging
Yeah.
for podiums.
I agree.
AC, I see AC doing good too. He's a good starter. I see Marvin improving. Jason Anderson, your pick, he won the
Yeah.
first race. So
Yeah.
I mean, you got Anderson, Osborne, Baggett can pull up something one weekend and do good. Even Barsha. I mean, I was surprised with Barsha, honestly.
Marshall was, yes. I was to say that the two guys that really like big surprise out of nowhere for me were Justin Barsha and the rookie Mason Gonzalez. Jeez,
Oh,
bro, he was flying. I was watching him like because I had to the second moto I had to go through the replays. I couldn't watch it live for different reasons. So obviously when it's live and we're the MX Geek show. We're super pumped and we're so
yeah,
happy, and there's always little details that we don't catch on the live race, but when you're watching in replay, you're more calm. I was drinking my coffee, I was watching what was happening, so I could catch like I was like I saw this dude 7 days ago running amateurs, and then I am seeing this same kid just top 10 on the first moto in his debut pro career. I was like, I don't know if it's the same guy. So I was surprised. I liked him a lot. Dylan Schwartz was also really good. And I have his names like fresh in my mind just because the previous weekend we were watching amateurs.
okay.
I don't know if you had a chance to look at the amateur Loretta, but I watched like 5 or 6 motos, different classes. And I saw Mason Gonzalez, Styles Robertson, some guys there that were involved in this weekend. And Mason Gonzalez and Justin Barsha just, good, just very good.
I agree. Also, in the 450. Just to finish wrapping it up, yeah, both motos were super different.
Yeah.
I can say that the one that was consistent, the one rider was Osborne.
Yep.
Obviously, he got the overall. Jason Anderson looked pretty good, but in the second moto, he got caught up by Tomac. He got passed by Tomac,
Did
and
he crash? Did he fell?
no, 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 no. I don't think so. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't remember what happened.
I
I
think
know
he got
that.
stuck like in a rut, like really deep or something. I remember something happening, but he just gave away the pass super easy.
Yeah,
He was like second place, going fast and strong, and then all of a sudden, I kind of like turned back on Jason Anderson. I was like, where is he? He was
yeah.
sixth place. I was like, what happened?
So, yeah, no. Overall, I think,
Good race though.
yeah. Overall, like I was gonna say, it's just the first round.
Yeah,
You can't take too much from the first round. Got to see
right.
a few races to see who's gonna be the guy that's gonna be up there challenging for podiums consistently. And gonna be there for the 30+2 laps every single weekend. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna
Hey,
do this weekend again. It's gonna be the same track, and we'll see. But now let's move to 250.
yep,
Dylan Brandis dominating from start to finish, both motos.
yeah. We talked about it. We said it, and I think that is going to be the picture every single weekend for the rest of the motocross season. He is clearly the most experienced. I think he is the fastest. And also, I think he has everything to his favor to win this motocross season. So I think that's going to be the norm. So we rather just jump to the rest, which are in a different league, fighting for positions and points. And I told you the Martin brothers. I like them a lot. I told you, Alex Martin is running from behind
Yeah.
because of the motor that he has. If he would ride something else, I think he would be top three. Off of a huge injury. Oh man! And by the way, this week I have never seen for some reason the scar of the surgery that Jeremy Martin had, and I saw it this week, and I was like, oh my god, how is that guy riding? And he was going fast too. So when I started looking at what he was doing, running, on the race, and I was like, dude, props to this dude. Like, I don't know how many people will go back riding at this level with that kind of a surgery, and he was doing great, and I think he was great. Both of the Martin brothers, I have a lot of appreciation of what Alex Martin is doing just because of the motor, the motor he's riding. We know, I mean, we're not going to discover and trash talk brands, but we know Suzuki is behind the others, and we know that for a fact. I know that with the factory support, the parts, all this stuff, the gap closes down a little bit, but either way, you're still running from behind, in reference to the others. So a lot of props to Troll Train. I think he did great, and those are my favorite. My favorite guys off of the 250. Leaving Ferrandis out of the picture because we know what he is.
Um, yeah, I agree on that. I was gonna touch on Ferrandis. For me, he was, that's what I expected from the guy. AC left the class, Sexton left the class, Austin Forkner is injured. So, the two guys that I thought were gonna challenge him is the one that you mentioned, Jeremy Martin, and the other one, Justin Cooper. That to me, he looked pretty
Pretty
disappointing,
bad.
super
Yeah.
disappointing. Um, So yeah, I mean, I think Ferrandis is going to win the championship. I don't think he's going to pull that 20-second gap on them like he
No.
did both motos. But I want to see more. I mean, I was impressed from RJ Hampshire what he did.
Oh
He looked
yeah.
pretty good. And then Shane had a good start on both motos. I think he had a fourth overall. I just got to see more from Justin Cooper. Cameron McAdoo. The Hunter Lawrence, the Lawrence brothers, to see if they got anything for him. I mean, it's going to be hard to challenge Ferrandis. He's a back-to-back Supercross champion, and he
Yeah.
wants this championship because next year he's moving up.
Yeah, he wants it, and him winning this championship is going to, this is if he needs some more credit to his back. This is going to put even more credit to his career to earn a 450 ride. We all think, I think, and if not, you tell me, but I think all the fans, you and I, are all know that who's leaving the Yamaha team is Justin Barsha, and Dylan Ferrandis is taking that spot. And when Aaron Plessinger is back, so it's going to be Plessinger and Ferrandis. That's what we all think. We don't know yet, but that's what everything is heading to. So if that is true, Ferrandis, I think, is one of the few riders that can actually put back in the map of 450 rides that Yamaha bike that has been lacking success lately in 450, because we know Yamahas in 250 are perhaps the best motor out there. So I think he's the guy.
Yeah, I mean that's the speculation or the rumors is that he will take Barca's place. Also heard that Plessinger has one more year in his deal, but he hasn't performed too well in Yamaha, and he did so good in 250. But there was also a rumor at some point that can still be there out there is that he could go to KTM because
Yeah.
Marvin Muscan has one more year left and that runs out next year. So I mean they could put it three riders. They haven't done it, but it's possible. I mean Husqvarna has three riders: Dean Wilson, Anderson, and Osborne. So it can happen. But yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, he's probably gonna go and take Barsha's spot.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, he deserves it, right? He's super talented, and
Yeah,
I think
he's fast, dude. He's just fast.
you.
Yeah, that's what I think it takes in more. I told you a few
Let me
shows
ask
ago.
you
I
this.
told you I think motocross is about speed. Whoever's the fastest guy has the highest chances of winning.
Let me ask you this. Him moving to the 450, who do you think at the end of their careers is going to have a better career? Marvin Muscan in a 450 or Dylan Ferrandis?
That's a tough one.
Because I mean, we've seen Marvin win Supercross races.
Yeah.
That I think Dylan might be capable of doing, but will he get a championship? That's the question.
Who would have a better career? I think Marvin Muskan. That's what I think. Just because I don't know, man. It's just Ferrandis is it's rough around the edges. I think in
But
different ways,
but
and I don't know how he's gonna rub people around in 450 class.
uh,
So I don't know how he's gonna do.
but
But
listen, you like that kind of style with Cooper Webb. He came from a
yeah,
250, roughing up, doing those kind of passes, and he did it in the 450. He's doing it. Um, I think that the difference between him and Marvin is that he's willing to go for it. Marvin,
yeah,
um, although yeah, he took out Tomac in one of the races in New Jersey in Supercross. I think he's more willing to go for it for the win. Like it's gonna be like everyone else that transitions to 450. It's not gonna be a walk in the park for him like it is at 250s. He's gonna
right.
his learning curve, but it'll be exciting. It'll be exciting because you have one more talent, one that at the gate, that's going to challenge for podiums or top fives, in the
Yeah,
beginning. So, and let's just talk about disappointing performances, and let's talk about the predictions for next weekend.
cool. Well, in 450, I wasn't expecting a lot from him, but it did disappoint me just because his rookie partner, I'm not sure how many years younger than him, and I'm talking about Christian Craig. I didn't even see him, dude. He was not in the picture at all. Like he wasn't fast. He was not riding up top. He was not getting hole shots. He was not getting good passes, or at least, I don't know, ride 5 minutes in top notch form. And then I'll say, hey, this dude might get it at a point. He didn't even show me anything, man. Like I wasn't expecting a lot from him, but I just didn't see anything on Christian Craig. So he disappointed me a lot. I'm a Honda guy, so every Honda rider I'm going to watch. So I was expecting something else, like at least what you just said. At least show me that you want it. Show me that you want to do it, that you crashed, that you fell, that somebody just hit you or block pass. Fine, but show me that you want it, and I did not see that in Craig, and that's disappointing for me. And quickly, just 250, not because it's his fault, but Hunter Lawrence, too bad, man. He crashed. Is that right? He was not on the second moto. So it disappointed me because I was expecting him to be better than Jed. And overall, first of all, Jed stay on the wheel, and second of all, Jed got one. Was it an 11th and in a sixth or an eighth place?
He got seventh overall.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree to everything you said. So those are my two disappointments. The first one, I think it's his fault. But the second guy I mentioned, I don't think it's his fault, but they both disappoint me for different reasons.
Yeah, I mean, 450, I was gonna say, prior to the news, I was gonna say Cooper Webb, but obviously knowing what his
What
situation was,
happened?
yeah,
Right.
I gotta agree with you on Christian Craig. Like, this is not his first couple of seasons or rounds outdoors on a 450, and he gets hurt. He got hurt in Glen Helen that one year. He was riding too as well for the outdoors, and
It's true.
I think you gotta at this point, Christian Craig is not that young anymore, and there's gonna be riders coming up from that 250 Honda team that eventually they'll be taking his place, but that's another talk for another day. But going to the 250, I gotta say that disappointing rider for me was Justin Cooper, man, because I saw him
Yeah.
last year winning races. He went to the MX of Nations and the qualifying heat and blew by everyone. Obviously during the race it was different conditions, but he has the talent, he has the speed. Just I didn't see it. Just like the few last rounds in Salt Lake, his performance wasn't there, and the same happened in these two motos. Like he got good starts, but
Yep.
he couldn't sustain the speed. Like he got past, and he dropped back a lot. So I got to say those two were disappointing. So for my
True.
predictions, let's go to the predictions for next weekend again at Loretta's round two, for 250. So you want me to go first?
Yeah. Go first.
Okay, 250 overall. Again, Dylan Ferrandis.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna say Justin Cooper, and then I'm gonna say Jeremy Martin.
Okay.
And for 450s overall, I got Tomac this time around. Overall, I would put AC in second,
Okay.
and third. My
Osborne.
no, I'm gonna go with Marvin.
Wow. You're surprising me here with your choices.
Yeah.
I like it though. I like it. Nice. It's risky.
Mhm.
For 250s on my end, I think it is Ferrandis, RJ Hampshire, and one of the Martins. Either one, whoever. And I repeat this for Moto 1 and 2. So my prediction is valid for both motos. And then 450, I think, I hate to say this, but Tomac, Osborne, and that third guy is not. I can't get like, I don't know, but let me say Chase Sexton. Those are my three. And again, I repeat this same thing for Motor 1 and 2. So I'm talking about overall predictions in both cases. So let's see what happens. I'm pumped, man. I'm super, like, there's a lot. Like, it started, and that's great, and we're on, and we're racing, and I just want to see more. I want to see it kick in. I want to see who's going to really be off top, who's going to not contend. So I'm super excited to keep on watching this season.
I agree. I agree. I mean, I'm excited. Although we saw Roxon, being out of the season, and also Webb. I don't think we're gonna see that type of team fill-ins that we see in other teams with KTM that they put on another rider. They're always willing to go just one rider if it's necessary. But
Yeah.
it'll be fun. It'll be cool if they actually bring in someone, to race. But yeah, those have been the predictions. The recap for the round one. I'm excited too for round two. I'm excited that motocross is back.
And you
Um,
know what? I like that it's Loretta again for some reason. I know the writers are not excited, but for some reason I liked it. I want to see a second Loretta. Like I'm willing to get that second Loretta.
good, good. No, no, no. I agree. And quickly, just to since we mentioned it last weekend, also the MXGP, they raced this past weekend as well,
Oh,
and we saw Tom Vial and Yago Geertz, I think, got the overall, but
mm-hmm.
Tom Vial is still the points leader. And then we saw also Hurlings that did much better this weekend. He finally won the overall, and he had good battles with Clement Desal. He battled with Cairoli, with Geyser, with Prado, Jaceconis. So that season is shaping up to be pretty cool too. So
Yeah. Whoever's not like that is harder for watch to watch. I'm sorry for me due to the TV rights and stuff that I have to go through. But I do watch the highlights, like
that,
and yeah, man, it looks like there's like constantly anywhere from 5 to 8 guys like just going at it, man. Like
hey,
I'm telling you, you don't know which of the 8 guys is winning, but it's amazing, bro. Like
yeah,
I watch those extended highlights that they upload. I love it, man. It's like, oh my god, I wish that extended highlight was 15 minutes. But
super.
yeah, it's shaping up good, and I hope we have some more MXGP on our show. I'll see what I can do to be some, to have those motors at least a day later and watch them so we can discuss some MXGP. Perhaps we can do an American and a European side. So we'll see how we work it out. And I'll promise I'll do something about it.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So please subscribe to the show,
Comment.
comment, like,
Yeah.
and we'll be back for the recap on the second round of Loretta Lynn's, and that's the show. Thanks for
Sure.
coming
All
on
right.
again, man.
See you, everybody. See you, JD.
Bye.
Take care.